Christianity. He went back home and he received a vision during his dream to come back to Ireland and show people Christianity. The central part of window shows how St. Patrick basically comes back here, he travels through the whole country and he converts people into Christianity. Yeah, so this window was installed here in the Guinness Restoration, 1860s. Last time it was renovated, it was 1963-64. So St. Patrick, we believe that during his trip around the country, he stopped here in this area and he used a local well to baptize people. And now you've probably seen the park just next door from here. Yes, so this park was created here in 1901. When it was being created, the 4 ancient grave slabs were found. All of them had a carved cross on the top of it, the Celtic cross. We believe that one of these grave slabs was covering the well used by St. Patrick. And this is basically the grave slab that I'm talking about. It's just located over here. All of the grave slabs are around the cathedral. You're gonna see them on the way, okay? Yeah, so there was a church in this area for 1,000 years, and we have 2 pieces of evidence to confirm that. The first one are these grave slabs. The second one is actual historical reference from 1121 to a church in this area, the church called St. Patrick in Insula. In Insula, it means on the island. So we believe that the church was located on the island between 2 branches of River Podle. The River Podle is actually still exists and it flows underneath this cathedral. And this is basically the reason why we don't have any crypt in here. Okay? The River Podle is actually falls into Liffey River in the central part of the city. Sometimes you can even see where it is. It's actually more like a southern part, western part. When the water is low, you can see where it is, okay? Yeah, so in 12th century, Anglo-Normans, they came to Ireland. Apart of being excellent warriors, they were also excellent stone construction makers. The first Archbishop of Dublin, John Comyn, he raised the statues of the church in 1191 from the parish church to collegiate church. Then his successor, Henry of London, he again raised the statues of the church into the cathedral. That was in 1219. And 1 year later, he started a stone building construction. The construction that you see at the moment. So this project lasted for 50 years and it was actually supervised by his successor, Archbishop Luke. But by the time it was finished, Archbishop Luke became blind, so he couldn't see a final work. So yeah, basically the building that you see is from 13th century, okay? We have many monuments in the cathedral, about 200, and I'm going to show you now the largest one. It's just over here, okay? This is a Boyle monument. It's the largest of the monuments in the cathedral. It was erected in 1631 and finished 1 year later by Richard Boyle. He was an Earl of Cork, and he dedicated this monument to his second wife, Lady Catherine. So you can see here the members of the family, the Lady Catherine's family. On the top, you can see the grandfather, Lady Catherine. His name was Robert Weston, and he was Lord Chancellor of Ireland. Just underneath, these are Lady Catherine's parents. Here, you can see Lady Catherine and Richard Boyle surrounded by their children. And here on the bottom, you can see the youngest of the children. His name was Robert Boyle, and you might know his name from somewhere. Have you heard of Robert Boyle before? Yeah? From your chemistry classes. So he's known as the father of chemistry, the author of Boyle's Law. Okay? By the look of Lady Catherine, you can see that she was dead by that time. She holds a Bible, and you can see that she was dead. Yeah, so now I'm going to show you the statues on North Aisle. You can go over there, okay?